Hey everybody, it's Mark, DoctorDeadwax, and it's time for another video. This is a VCLT thank you video to David Weekly Rations. First off, I got this stuff like a week ago, but I waited for a chance where I could actually sit down and film the live opening. And I filmed the live opening, and it was 15 minutes long, and the computer wouldn't save it. I don't know what the fuck happened there. So I'm really sorry, David. I apologize. But so David, Weekly Rations, he does the big 12-inch record chat with Ned, and they've interviewed like Chris and Tom and Danny Valderrama. They're hilarious. If you haven't seen them, they're just a great fun. So David contacted me on Facebook and said he wanted to Skype with me quickly because there was somebody who wanted to send to me, wanted to make sure I wanted it. He showed me two of the things he was going to send me, and I was like, oh yeah, any box with that in it is amazing. So he said, okay, I won't show you the rest of it, so it's a surprise. And it's a huge surprise, but not only that, I got a parcel from him a couple weeks before that, and I want to show what was in that. First up is this. This is the Corn Crakes, Ingo, and the Bouncy Castle. This is a CD his wife made, I believe, because he's married to a beautiful woman named Helen, and she's in this band. And this is kind of like traditional Irish folk mixed with pop music in a way, and kind of Bell and Sebastian-y. My wife and I have really been enjoying this, and I just wanted to play some of it in the background. Hopefully they haven't signed up with BMI or one of the copyright gurus. This is Belfast Punk. This is like a DVD, and this is Good Vibrations. This is another DVD. This is a movie he said I should watch with my wife, and we will when I get a chance to spend time with my wife. Part of the reason why I haven't made the video is my wife's insanely busy right now at the end of semester, and she's been away at a conference. She just got back today. She's going away again to another conference. So he also sent me this book. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but Glenn Patterson, Mill for Grinding Old People Young. He said this is by a gentleman that lives at the end of his block, so that's amazing. And One City, One Book, Belfast. I'm assuming that's some sort of book contest. So always love a good book. And then finally, in that package was this I Think I'm a Cylon rear view mirror surprise. And this is David's band. They're incredibly talented. The Rations. And it's got this great CD in it that looks like a record. I Think I'm a Cylon, which is amazing. And it's got a little tip-in sheet that they made that has all the information on it. And it's like a 4-song EP. And I was already familiar with the music on this because I've seen some of it on his channel. He's got a video of the band playing, I think Afghan. But also there's this great sticker, I Think I'm a Cylon. My wife's like, oh, sticker, I want that. So I said no. But I'm not going to win that argument. I never win the sticker argument. So thanks, David. Thanks for all of that. That was amazing stuff. But he also sent me not one, but 2 boxes of records. Because there's like probably like here, there's a weight threshold. Here it's 1.99 kilo. You go to 2 kilo or more and you pay a fortune to ship stuff. And he sent me this, and I'll just go through these quickly, but it's all Van Morrison, and it's amazing stuff. Van Morrison's Wavelength, the masterpiece that is Tupelo Honey. This is a gatefold. This one's on I showed all these in the video that didn't save, so I'm not going to go through every label and everything again. Might have been a sign from God that 15 minutes of talking about Van Morrison might have killed people. Warner Palm. One of my favorite Van Morrison records, this. Next was Inarticulate Speech of the Heart. This is another great record. A Sense of Wonder, which I think is one of the transition records between his old and his new period. This is TB Sheets. I showed this recently. This is on Bellephon. This is a German pressing on Bellephon. I looked at it. It's a nicer copy than the one that I have. I showed it recently in a video that I just got in it. But I do know someone in the VC who will like this, so I'm going to pass along my copy and keep David's, because David's is a little crisper. Poetic Champions Compose, another Van Morrison. Every one of these, except for the TB Sheets, which is a German Bellephon, every one of these is a UK pressing. So, like, I had no UK pressings of Van Morrison in my collection, and now I have 16, which is phenomenal. Van Morrison, common one. Sorry, I don't need to say Van Morrison every time, do I? Beautiful Vision. Vidun Fleece, which is a record I don't really know a lot about, but I'm pretty sure these are Irish wolfhounds. I know the music on this record. I have this record. I just don't know a lot about it. It's not one that I've listened to an awful lot. I kind of must have got shuffled quickly into the collection and not really overly absorbed. Hard Nose the Highway. This is a gatefold. I know Zach really loves this record. It's not one of my more favorite Van Morrison records. But Purple Heather is pretty awesome, and there's a couple other great songs on here. So now I got a UK pressing. I can revisit it again and maybe see if I can see what I'm missing in that. Because next is No Guru, No Method, No Teacher. I think Zach really likes that one too. Into the Music. This is a great record. Here's one of Big Star's favorite, probably his favorite Van Morrison record. This is Van Morrison's St. Dominic's Preview. This is a good record. Van Morrison, Avalon Sunset. I think this is, I would consider this record the first record of his second period. His kind of first period was the stuff that most people know about from the late 60s and into the early 70s, where he's kind of more R&B based and more rock and R&B and folk, and then he kind of moves into more of a jazz rock kind of sound, jazz inspired pop, rhythm and blues. So it would have been more like rock before, and then it was jazz. Anyway, so I think this, in my opinion, this is the first record of that period. And it's a good record, and it's a good sign of things to come. And a whole bunch of these beforehand are kind of transition period pieces, like No Guru, No Method, No Teacher, and Beautiful Vision and stuff like that. And the fantastic Moondance, really strong record. Not as, I wouldn't say this is, some people say this is his best record, but I'd say it's maybe his fifth or sixth. Van Morrison, live at the Grand Opera House, Belfast. This is a really good live record. Yeah, I think this is his second live record after the great double that he did in the early 70s. And then, just thrilled to get this. This is Enlightenment Van Morrison. And this is, in my opinion, a masterpiece. One of his great, a masterpiece of his second period. This is, it's got some great poetic, almost talking songs where he's not singing, he's just, this one has In the Days Before Rock and Roll on it, which I think is just great. I just bought this off eBay and sent it to a friend of mine who's been a little blue in England. I bought him a copy, so I've not had a UK copy myself, so I'm really happy to get a UK copy for myself. So I just, thank you. Again, David, far too generous. I don't deserve that, but all of those records are records that I don't have that will be cherished in my collection. Again, UK pressings of these. I would have hemorrhaged a hell of a lot of money trying to buy all of those out of the UK, and this is great. Your wife's band is wonderful, and looking forward to reading the book. So that's it. Again, thank you, David. Have a great day, everybody. Keep the records going.